Colossal quakes. Throughout history, volcanoes and earthquakes have caused great hardship for people all around the world. Even though today's scientists can monitor Earth's movement, they still have no reliable way to predict exactly when a volcano might erupt or an earthquake will strike. This makes preparing for a disaster challenging. Earth's tremors and eruptions sometimes cause people by surprise. The result may be a staggering loss of lives and damage to property, costing billions of dollars. These are some of the biggest blasts from the past. Earthquake, Port-au-Prince, Haiti, 2010. On January 12, 2010, a huge earthquake rocked Port-au-Prince, the capital and largest city of Haiti. The quake killed more than 200,000 people and left some 1.5 million people homeless. The quake also damaged a main port and airport. Dangerous aftershocks rattled the cities for months. Earthquake, San Francisco, 1906. In 1906, earthquake in San Francisco, California lasted almost an entire minute, which is a long time when the ground is heaving violently. The earthquake, along with fires that raged for 3 days, destroyed 3/4 of the city. People as far away as central Nevada, 300 miles away, felt the shaking. Eruption, Mount Pelée, Martinique, 1902. A giant volcanic eruption destroyed the village of Saint-Pierre and killed nearly 30,000 people in the months after the eruption. Thick, sticky lava pushed up from the center of the volcano to form a giant dome. The dome grew fast for a year and sometimes as much as 50 feet per day. Finally, the tower collapsed into a pile of rubble. Eruption, Mount Vesuvius. In AD 79, Italy's Mount Vesuvius erupted for 24 straight hours, burying the nearby cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum in ash. Centuries later, archaeologists uncovered the buried cities. They learned that in some places, falling ash had piled up as high as 9 feet, blocking doorways and crushing roofs. It's impossible to know how many died, but the remains of about 2,000 people have been found in excavations at Pompeii. The bodies decayed, but ash combined with moisture and molded around them. Scientists poured plaster into some of the solidified ash molds. The resulting plaster casts revealed people clutching jewelry and belongings or hugging each other in their final moments. Scientists agree that Vesuvius is overdue for another major eruption. Today, 1 million people live in Naples, Italy, much too close for comfort. We know, in the Explorer's Corner, we know that lots of tiny earthquakes happen every day, and no one even notices. We don't expect to feel a quake unless we live near a major fault line, but sometimes there's a surprise. In the summer of 2011, my colleagues at the Washington, D.C. headquarters of the National Geographic Society were rattled by a 5.8 magnitude quake that sent them running, very confused from their offices. The quake's epicenter, so the center, was almost 100 miles away in Virginia. No deaths or serious damage were reported anywhere, but there sure was a lot of texting and tweeting going on. Explosive fact! Archaeologists found loaves of bread still sitting in an oven in Pompeii. The bread had turned to stone, preserved in volcanic ash. All right, chain reactions. Volcanoes and earthquakes. Let loose fearsome forces. They can cause tremors that set off a chain reaction of movements in water, on land, or in snow. Avalanche. An earthquake can shake a snow-topped mountain even many miles away from the epicenter. Snowpack gets dislodged and races down slopes in an avalanche, burying whatever is in its path and slamming it into the valley below. The tsunami that followed a massive earthquake in Japan in March 2011 deposited this ship on top of a hotel. Tsunami. A tsunami is a giant wave that begins underneath the surface of the ocean. It radiates out from an undersea earthquake, landslide, or large volcanic eruption. A tsunami can produce waves 50 to 100 feet tall that travel at more than 450 miles an hour. If one of these towering walls of water reaches land, carrying tons of debris along with it, it can cause massive destruction. Tsunamis lift and toss cars, houses, and even huge ships as if they were toys. Mud flows. After a volcanic eruption, rivers of mud and debris can spread over wide areas on land. Even months after an eruption, rainwater can combine with the mud and cause further destruction. Aftershocks. An earthquake may be strong enough to rattle a town and cause plenty of damage. Afterward, as the ground settles, smaller quakes called aftershocks can occur. These can be just as dangerous as the initial earthquakes, causing more severe damage. Explosive fact. There are about 500,000 detectable earthquakes in the world each year. All right. Here's an illustrated diagram of the Ring of Fire. If you want to see some real tectonic plate action, head to a destination in the Ring of Fire, which stretches around the rim of the Pacific Ocean. Right there. It's where more than 75% of Earth's volcanoes erupt and 80% of all earthquakes occur. The reason? Several of Earth's tectonic plates come together around the ring. The plates crash into each other, and the edges shift over or under each other. The collisions release a huge amount of energy. All right, Chapter 2, Volcano Power. Volcanologists study the lava spewing from Mount Etna in Sicily, Italy. The volcano is in an almost constant state of activity and is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. A hot topic. What goes on inside a steaming, brewing volcano? If you could look inside a volcano, you'd see something that looks like a long pipe, called a conduit. It leads from inside the magma chamber, under the crust, up to a vent, or opening, at the top of the mountain. Some conduits have branches that shoot off to the side, called fissures. When pressure builds from gases inside the volcano, the gases must find an escape, and they head up towards the surface. An eruption occurs when lava, gases, ash, and rocks explode out of the vent. There are some different types of volcanoes. We have a cinder cone volcano, which looks like an upside-down ice cream cone. They spew out cinder and hot ash. Some of these volcanoes smoke and erupt for years at a time. A composite volcano. Composite volcanoes, or stratovolcanoes, form as lava, ash, and cinder from previous eruptions harden and build up over time. These volcanoes spit out pyroclastic flows, or thick explosions of hot ash that travel at hundreds of miles an hour. Shield volcanoes. The gentle, broad slopes of a shield volcano look like an ancient warrior's shield. Its eruptions are often slower. Lava splatters and bubbles rather than shooting forcefully into the air. Lava dome volcano. Dome volcanoes have steep sides. Hardened lava often plugs the vent at the top of a dome volcano. Pressure builds beneath the surface until the top blows. Hotspots. Some volcanoes form at hotspots, or holes, beneath Earth's crust in the middle of a tectonic plate. As lava pushes up through the hole and forms a volcanic island, the plate keeps moving. More volcanoes form as it moves. Some hotspots are big enough to create a chain of volcanic islands, such as the Hawaiian Islands. Collapse. An erupting volcano can cause damage to itself. A caldera is a large bowl-like depression caused by the collapse of a magma chamber during an eruption. Crater Lake in Oregon, United States of America, is a caldera that has filled with rainwater and snowfall. Explosive fact. A gallon of volcanic ash is 10 times heavier than a gallon of snow. Underwater action. The heat produced at Earth's core gives rise to some mysterious things going down deep, where only submarines and ROVs, remotely operated vehicles that are directed underwater by an operator on a boat, go. With the help of some high-tech devices, scientists are going to the depth of 16,000 feet to film, scrape, and sample the ocean floor. With their help, we're learning a lot about underwater volcanoes. Extreme life forms. Tube worms thrive in the heat and consume the bacteria, eat the bacteria around hydrothermal vents. Specially adapted to the dark, scalding hot, and toxic environment, tube worms can grow to be 8 feet long. Sea floor spreading. Scientists are always tracking plate movements at the bottom of the ocean floor. Underwater volcanic mountain ranges, called mid-ocean ridges, rise up where the edges of plates push together. Meanwhile, slowly but steadily, the continents are spreading apart. The spreading seafloor may be widening Earth's open oceans by about an inch a year. Hydrothermal vents. Hot springs on the ocean floor gush mineral-rich fluids through hydrothermal vents. These vents are formed when plates under the ocean move apart. Seawater seeps into the cracks and is heated by the molten rock below. A black smoker is a blast of water as hot as 750 degrees Fahrenheit that shoots out of a hydrothermal vent. The water looks like black smoke because it's full of sulfur. Stinky gas. Sulfur from El Hierro, an underwater volcano in the Canary Islands, turned the surrounding waters bright green. Explosive fact. Mars has a volcano named Olympus Mons that is as wide as the U.S. state of Arizona.